For most of modern work, the resume was the passport. One page, a few employers, a few achievements, a story of competence. For a long time, that was enough. It helped companies filter people and helped people signal value. But that system was built for a different economy, a slower one, a more stable one, a more legible one. Now the resume starts to fail, not because experience stopped mattering, it still matters, but because the resume is becoming a weaker container for trust. A resume is mostly a claim. It says you led a project, improved performance, built a strategy, managed a team, shipped results. But in an AI economy, claims become cheap, language becomes cheap, formatting becomes cheap, positioning becomes cheap. Anyone can sound impressive now. That changes the signal. The problem is not that people lie more. The problem is that polished language becomes easier to produce at scale. And when polished language gets cheap, trust moves elsewhere. That is the real story. The resume does not disappear in one dramatic moment. It weakens, slowly at first, then structurally. It remains in the process, but loses power inside the process because employers stop asking one main question. They stop asking, how well is this person described? And start asking, what can this person actually prove? That is the transition. From claims to evidence, from summaries to artifacts, from self-description to visible competence. This is why the next hiring layer looks different. A portfolio matters more. A case study matters more. A public body of work matters more. A sharp breakdown matters more. A live simulation matters more. A real system matters more. The center of gravity shifts, not fully, not instantly, but clearly. The old model favored credentials, titles, brand names, institutional prestige. The new model starts leaning toward demonstrated capability. Can this person solve something real? Can they think clearly? Can they explain trade-offs? Can they use AI well? Can they operate in ambiguity? Can they produce signal under pressure? Those are harder things to compress into a resume. That is exactly why the resume weakens. It was designed for a labor market with clearer lanes: study, graduate, apply, get hired, climb. That sequence made sense when roles were stable and career paths were easier to predict. Now work is becoming more fluid, more modular, more project-based, more continuously visible. Your value is no longer only stored inside a document. It starts to exist across many surfaces. What you build, what you publish, what you explain, what you improve, what other people can verify. Your professional identity becomes less like a file and more like a trail. That trail becomes easier to inspect than a resume, and often more useful. This changes who wins. For a long time, some people were better at getting jobs than doing jobs. They understood formatting, keywords, status signals, interview performance, corporate language. That game does not disappear, but it gets weaker because proof is harder to fake consistently. A polished paragraph is easy. A strong artifact is harder. A real workflow is harder. A credible case study is harder. A public track record is harder. Clear judgment is harder. That matters. Because in the next hiring market, judgment becomes premium. Not just execution, not just fluency, not just confidence. Judgment. AI can help produce more output, but it does not automatically produce better decisions. So human value starts moving upward. Toward prioritization, toward framing, toward taste, toward decision quality, toward trust, toward systems thinking. These qualities reveal themselves better in action, not in bullet points. That is why hiring becomes more like sampling. Employers want to see how you think, how you solve, how you choose, how you explain before they trust the claim. This is already starting. Work tests, trial projects, async assessments, portfolio reviews, recorded explanations, public writing, proof of work hiring. These are not random changes. They are early signals of a new trust system. The resume may survive as a formality, but not as the core layer of belief. That role is moving to evidence. And that creates a new advantage, especially for people outside traditional pipelines. If proof matters more than pedigree, then strong people with weaker logos can compete better, not because standards disappear, but because the market starts reading different signals. You may not have the elite degree, You may not have the famous employer, you may not have the perfect career sequence, but if you can show strong work clearly, you become more legible. That is a major shift. Because the resume was never only about efficiency, it was also about compression. It reduced a person into a familiar template and rewarded people who already knew how that template worked. The next system will still have filters. Every system does, but the filters change. Less emphasis on polished self description, more emphasis on inspectable capability, less emphasis on what you say you are, more emphasis on what the market can see. That is why the resume dies, not as a document, as a trust layer. And once that trust layer breaks, everything around hiring starts to reorganize. The winners of the next market will not just be the people with the best wording, they will be the people with the clearest proof. So the future of professional identity is probably not one perfect page. It is a stack, part portfolio, part reputation, part artifacts, part communication, part visible output, part trusted signal from other people. Searchable, dynamic, verifiable, harder to fake. Not a summary of your past. A live interface for your value. That is the base case. The resume does not explode, it fades. Quietly, then suddenly. And by the time most people notice, the real hiring asset will already be something else.